Malavinaga from Fiji to strengthen Fiji's commitment to the SDG goals 15.3, which is life on land, and the 3 UN Convention on combating drought and desertification, effect of climate change, and also on biodiversity. The Land Resources Planning and Development Division of the Ministry of Agriculture and Waterways here in Fiji have been tasked with implementing projects on climate-smart agriculture and also on sustainable land management practices. We believe as an island nation, we are vulnerable to the effects of climate change. So in order to mitigate these effects, we have to adopt to new technologies that will sustain our livelihood. These technologies should provide resilience to our vulnerable communities and ultimately the provision of their daily sustenance. Improving soil health, organic farming, rainwater harvesting, drip irrigation system, the planting of resilient crop varieties, and adopting agroecology practices, and the use of plastic or protected agriculture are some of the examples of some of the climate-smart agriculture practices that have been adopted by our farmers to sustain their livelihood. Allow me to introduce the farmers who will share their experiences in adopting climate-smart technologies on their organic farms in Sambeto, Nandi, in Fiji.
Ulunaka. My name is Tudreu.
And I'm Daphne Tudreu.
And we are sharing with you of our experience in this journey of wannabe farmers. And the name of our farm is Chapter 63, Organic Farm. I was an aviation man. I was in the aviation industry for 42 years. And in my retirement, prior to the retirement, I had leased this parcel of land. And what an opportunity to come and experience farming, coming with all those skills in aviation, and coming into this farming environment has been more than challenging. It's been an eye-opener, and to really understand farming, we were so glad that the Ministry of Agriculture and Waterways for Fiji engaged us. They heard about us and they engaged us, and we went to a short course in Nabuso, and that was an eye-opener for us. We decided, yes, this is an opportunity for us. So we're here. We started farming this land in 2023. It's been 2 years now, and what we learned in that school, 3-day schooling, was look after the environment. In fact, look after the soil, and the soil will look after the plants, and the plants will look after you. Beautiful cycle. And so we've decided to go into organic farming, and we really thank the Lord for giving us this opportunity, because we've seen the changes within 2 years. Daphne?
Well, it's been exciting too, because my background is in teaching. I was a high school teacher for 10 years, and then a stay-at-home mom for 8 years, and then a businesswoman after that for the next 18 years. And it's just been amazing to see that at this point in life, at 63, we're utilizing all those years of experience, and now we're turning a lot of things around. Very exciting, because we're seeing the value of a lot of the stuff that we have here. Fruit trees that had been planted a couple of years ago are now producing so well. We're turning them into jams and chutneys and dehydrated fruits and frozen stuff and so many others. So it's just been amazing to see the wealth of just things that we have around just a small acreage here, but we're excited about what it can produce. Also, we have connected to the community, and we really feel very strongly about getting women to come in and learn skills that they can help to empower them as themselves as women in their homes, and see how they can enrich their own families as well. So we've been running some community programs with the help of the Friends organization. So we're very excited about the potential for this place, and we just believe there's so much more. We've got another lease of life at 63.
Yes.
We're excited about what the future holds for both of us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Where to from here? And we were so fortunate that the Ministry of Agriculture took us on what I would call a cross-pollination tour to Vunoleu to see how organic farmers were establishing themselves in this initiative of organic farming. And one thing we saw, that apart from having a game plan, they had a game plan for their farms, they actually practice farming methods that would enhance soil fertility and sustainable farming. And I believe this is the answer for our beautiful country, Fiji. We still have a pristine environment. We have wonderful weather. We have the wet season and the dry season, and we have river systems. We have water systems through the creek, and we have a creek flowing through the farm. And how wonderful to be able to put into practice some things that we learned in this 3-day school. I tell you, I'm so excited as a farmer to practice creek embankment practices, like planting vetiver grass and having that buffer to see how water flows through our farm. So we really want to practice more than just farming, but to look at the ecology of this farm. We want it to be like a model for other farmers to plant trees that have this wonderful green canopy, and then grow intercropping, and then coming closer to the home where we have herbs and little herb gardens and raised bed gardens. These are some things that we can do. In the 2 years, we've had success. The success story for us is cassava planting. So we want to take that to another level, because there's a big demand for cassava. And I know plenty of people are planting cassava around Fiji, but there's still a demand for cassava, not only for local consumption, but for export. And 3 kilometers from here, our Prime Minister came and opened a processing plant, not far from here. Can you imagine to see the political will to get farming done at another scale? But we really need to make this sustainable, and we love it. We're engaged, and so we're here. We're excited to work with the Ministry of Agriculture and with the network of we have form a cluster group, and some of the team members are here, and we just share the seedlings that we have for them to go and grow. I've planted some trees with my fellow in homesteads near my farm. This is our desire to share the product, the produce of our farm.
Kula Vinaka, I'm Salote Tunakula, and this is my husband, Uraya Tunakula. He's from the island of Yasaurara. We acquired this piece of agricultural land, 4-acre land, from 2023, and we moved to Havila Farm mid 2023. That was around June. That's when we started clearing the land. It was a sugarcane farm. When we first got this land, our heart was just a subsistence farming, just so that we can provide for us. But our view has changed dramatically since going to Vanuatu, the tour. It's really opened up our eyes, and we've really learned a lot of gold nuggets in how we can enrich the soil care, because that was one of the problems we faced here. The first year we planted almost 100 eggplant, but it all died. And so what we did, my husband and I, we did liquid compost tea. The agriculture gave us bacterium culture, which really enhanced the soil. And this year we are beginning to see the outcome of taking care of the soil.
As you see, we still cultivating. We mulching, and that's what we learned. And before we came here, we didn't know all this. And now, since we came back from Vanuatu, this is what we learned: the mulching and dry leaves.
But instead, use it for mulch, compost purposes.
Yeah, and yes.
We are so excited that we are being part of a cluster, meeting new people who have inspired us, especially since we are new to agriculture and all these ideas on soil. And we've learned so many things from other farmers in our cluster group, and also they've given us a lot of plants for us to come and plant on our farm, and introduce methods also that we integrate, and value adding all sorts of ideas that have really inspired us.
Here we have 2 acres. Here we have 4 acres. These 2 acres we are cultivating and putting in trial for some plants, and which is coming up. And since we have 4 acres, there's 2 acres here and another 2 acres the other side, the road in the other side. And we plan to plant some French bean and sweet corn and watermelon. And we come and see that it didn't grow well because of the sugarcane, the chemical. We talked with the agriculturists then, and they said, give it a rest to the land, because we want to go organic. We don't want to use chemical. So
yeah, it's also because of the nutrients of the soil. Like, we want to take care of the soil and just let the nutrients come back. One thing we've brought from the tour from the north is mucuna beans, and so we're planning to plant mucuna beans there because it's a nitrogen giving plant that will improve the nutrition before we begin to plant again root crops and other crops such as corn and bean. So that's what we are going to implement on the other 2 acre land. Also the fertilizers. As we're resting, we are going to do mulching and other things we learned from visiting the farms in Vanuatu. They plant their vanilla under canopies, like on the Mundanidangi tree, but also shaded by other huge trees. The forestation, is that the word? Yes, and so we've trialed some of our vanilla plants under the canopies that we have here on the farm.
yeah.
So we've ventured out of this greenhouse, we've taken out some plants, and we are trialing our vanilla vines on the under the big shade, the canopies. So that's one thing we learn, and we are implementing what we are learning from Vanua Lady here.
Yes, most importantly, farming is a business, not just a lifestyle.